G'day, how you going? I didn't realise that I made my first video 18th of December last year. It got me thinking about how far people have come with their videos. But I remember following Jer. When I first started doing this, I followed Jer, Just Joe, and Connor in the cupboard. Just Joe in his dressing gown. Remember that. Jer had 24,000 subscribers. Now he's nearly got 55, if he hasn't already got 55. Just Joe's come a long way. And Connor in the cupboard is no longer in the cupboard. He's done really well for himself, 35, 30 up. Him and Joe are up 30, 35,000 subscribers and all the rest of it. And then you get into the other ones. But they're the three big ones that I follow at the moment. Don't necessarily agree with everything they say, but although Jer's probably the one that I go to the most because he's the voice of reason. And I'm going to get into that. But I've been looking at a few new channels that are coming up. And one of the things I discovered was a video by a guy called Rick Beto. He talks about music, all sorts of different types of music. He's got, I think, 1 or 2 million subscribers. So he knows what he's talking about. But he did a video on why YouTubers quit. And he made some interesting analyses about why they quit. And he talks about himself a lot and why he nearly quit and what he does now and why he still does what he's doing. And there was a YouTube creator that was struggling at the time when I first started, that I first found this clip, and I passed it over to them, and they got back to me and said that it really helped, especially at the time they were going through personal issues, creative issues, all sorts of issues. And I think for people who starting up like Evie, if she ever watches this channel, it'll be worth a look. It runs for 9 minutes. I'm going to put it in the description below, and then we'll just have a look, see if it helps. If it helped one person, well, that's great. The other thing too is I do promote this particular video because I think it does help a lot of YouTubers. So I try and get it out to all the people that are struggling with creativity and they're thinking about giving it, because there's 2 guys have gone missing, Gary from Watch Along Leeds, Dave from Hope You're Well, Hope You're All Healthy. Haven't heard from them for ages, so you don't know what's going on. You don't know what they're suffering from, or are they suffering, or they just had enough, they can't be bothered. So it's an interesting little video. There's another YouTuber, JSY Talks Football. She put a video up about suffering from mental health. Jess, if you watch this, check out the link below. I think it might help. Or it'll give you... you'll get something out of it, I think. Well, I hope so, because that's why. By the way, I don't get anything for plugging that video, even though he's got 1 or 2 million subscribers. It's a bit like when I plug Just Joe's channel. I don't get anything out of it. I get the satisfaction of letting people know that what they're doing is what I consider to be good stuff. Now, getting on to good stuff, one of the things somebody asked me actually, what sort of videos I like, and I always say I like the shorter videos, 10 minutes. My attention span sucks, when it comes to things like that. That's why I like Jez. Well, I used to think I like Jez because he does the short things, but as an actual fact, the content that he gives, and I think this is what it comes down to, the content that you give out is what's important. So if you can keep my attention for more than 10 minutes, you're doing well. But then I started looking at, you've got Jer, he does the news, and he's only going to do it now Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Then he does a podcast. Then he does a thing with stats pre-match. Then he does another pre-match before the game. 45 minutes before the game, half an hour before the game, and then he does a review. And if anything else comes up that he thinks of doing, he does. Josh Joe's in there. He's in there everywhere. He's like a, I don't know, what do you call those people that are fucking annoying? Just when you think you've seen enough, he pops up with something else. Not that it's a bad thing. And Josh Joe's always been a good laugh. He's always entertaining, and he's come up with some good stuff. I still want to see. He did one video of an obscure Leeds player, and he said he was going to do some more, and he hasn't done any since. So I thought that was really good because it was really interesting to see. I found it interesting. The other thing too is I can't. It's very rare that I watch 1 hour. Once you go over half an hour, I think you really got to be able to hold my attention to get me to stop for an hour. But then somebody asked me, if you don't watch the hour ones, how come you watch Order Knows Better? Well, most of the time, Order Knows Better, I watch the replay, and I do the same with a lot of others because of the time difference. I can't watch I can't be up all night and sleep all day. No, the wife wouldn't like it. Anyway, I was trying to think of what it is. Why is it? Well, one, you've got to have the right particular subject matter to talk about, and one of the things they do is with Order Knows Better is because you got 3 or 4 guys with different opinions, but fuck, they're funny. Honestly, Smarty, sorry. Jay, Luke, Carl, Gilly. I don't think there's any more. There's 5 of them. But yeah, so one of these days I'll get up early enough to watch a live and follow them along because I get up when they're just about to finish, so that sucks. But I always get a shout out as well, so that's, it's starting to tell me to get up early so I can watch the whole live and stuff like that. So see how I go. But we got daylight saving coming soon, so that might make a difference. Excuse me while I have a drink of Coke. Right. All that shaking's the essential tremors, so don't panic. Oh, by the way, it's fucking, what is it? I've stopped counselling. I haven't stopped. Counselling for drinking is finished, and they're very happy with my progress. So it's over 100 days. Quick maths in my head, old school. 108 days, which is pretty good. So going back to it, yeah. So and the other thing too is if you're going to do an hour program and you've got 4 different creators or even 3, you're getting 3 different viewpoints, and so long as you're rotating with them, you get that can hold your attention as well. So, but the hour long, I don't know. Order Knows Better knows how, because it's mainly just a bunch of guys got together, and it actually says in the description we're just a couple of guys talking about football. And that's what they do. Whereas on some of the other shows, you get it goes into too much detail, and it's becoming repetitive. Speaking of repetitive, it is getting repetitive out there a bit. The content creators you watch one, and then you don't have to watch the rest because they're just repeating what everybody else is saying. But it is what it is, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with doing an hour show. If you want to do an hour show, because these people they're still getting the views and they're still getting the subscribers. Who's it? Who can I Joe Blackburn? He's got 4? I think last time I looked, 4. He's heading up towards 5,000 subscribers. Little old me's only got 125. What would I know, eh? What would I know? I know a fucking lot more than these people think. So yeah, that's the thing with me. Like, my attention span's not very. And the other thing too is I like to interact, and if you on the like with Auto Knows Better, because of the way they create their content, you can leave a comment and it's still relevant. Whereas if you go onto Just Jay or Connor's, you leave a comment and like they won't see it for a day, 24 hours later, and like it just becomes obsolete. But yeah. Anyway, that was that. What else have I got here? Yeah, the comments get lost, right? Yes, I've only been going for 9 months. Video. I couldn't believe it seemed longer than that. But no, 18th of December apparently. Oh well, it is what it is. Right, got another beef. There's people out there, there's content creators out there that have been moaning and groaning about the 49ers not giving information out, right? Which actually made me laugh, right? Because, they don't have to. It's nice if they do. But anyway, so they give this information out about who they got organising getting together for increasing the stand rebuild of the stadium and all the rest of it. So, right, that's good. They're at least putting something out there. Is it good enough for Leeds fans? Nope. You've got to complain about it. Oh, there's no substance to it. There's no details and all the rest of it. At least they gave us something, Come on. Grow a brain. And all these people that complain about this and that, if you're not happy with it, go support another side. Stop watching. Don't buy any merch. Go support another side. Can you do that? If you're not happy, go. I don't know why. What's the problem with it? You don't like somebody. People say that I'm not keen on Connor. Or I don't like Connor. It's not that I don't like Connor. Just his content doesn't appeal to me. Do I unsubscribe him? No. Why not? If you don't like him, I never said I didn't like him. The content that he puts out, it's just not my cup of tea. However, I do have a look at it. Why? Because I'm not an arsehole. I like to have both sides of the story. I like to listen to other people's points of view. And that's what I do. And one of the reasons I like Jer is because Jer puts across an unbiased opinion. Just Joe gives his opinion. And he says, it's my opinion. The one thing I'd like to see stopped is content creators keep, this is just my opinion. This is just as if it's your channel. You can say what the fuck you want, And that's the way it should be. I keep saying that I'm going to talk about mental health because I struggle with mental health problems. It was funny because I'm getting counselling for my anxiety. So I'm getting help for my mental health problems. And one of the things they said was, what is one of your greatest assets? I said, my honesty. And they said, oh, yeah, very good, very good. And what would you say was a bad part of, And I said, honesty? And they said, well, I would have thought honesty was a good thing, not a bad thing. I said, I don't give a fuck what you think. Well, that didn't go down very well. So you can't even have an opinion on how good you are and all the rest of it. Anyway, I think I've rambled on for enough time, don't you? Yes? Yeah. Anyway, take care of yourselves. Have a good weekend. Let's hope we win, I'll be back and give a what do you call it? A review of the game of what I'll have a listen to what the other content creators say. No point in me having to say because apparently I know fuck all. Anyway, remember about the link below. I'll put in the link below to the Rick Beater's YouTube thing that will help. It runs for about 10 minutes. It's all good. It's very simple, very basic, and he just gives I think it'll help. It'll help Evie for sure because she's just starting out. And just what you discussed in one of your videos, I think it'll help you too. And anybody else that's out there that should just have a look at it. Right. Anyway, take care of yourselves, and I will catch you next time. Bye for now.